God damn, the prime sexuals, dog. Hold on.
JB, if I see you on Colorado campus, it's on site, homie. Louis.
Hey.
Can we wrap this up, though? Can we give like your final, I guess, take, thoughts, whatever? Yesterday, man, you joined the Spaces right after the show. I joined the Spaces, too, while I was headed to this little appointment I had to kind of, get just a hear from the other side. You know what I mean? I'm good with listening, just trying to see, like, what's their takes, what's their opinion, whatever. You went on there, things got a little heated on both sides. I guess what's going on, man? What's your overall summation of this whole prime sexual thing, as you call it?
Well, this is the perfect example. This Louis guy, I don't know if he's serious or what, but it's a cult following, just like a preacher. And I'm gonna equate it like I grew up in like around crooked priests, crooked Christians, and fake preachers. And I grew up around these folks, and they all had a fucking cult-like following. And if you've even noticed lately in the news, you've seen these preachers getting caught in the back seat with little kids and shit. I don't know if you've seen it. The one brother got caught. He was a preacher out here in L.A., got caught with a little kid in the back seat. They caught him. He's a big-time preacher, too, getting big-time money from a lot of folks who believe in that shit. And then what happens? Like, they still stay loyal because the dude apologizes or some shit. And it's like, what? Well, they have this cult-like following. And I've been to Boulder many, many times, and I've been on that campus many times, Louis. I'll be back too, Louis. And the cold part is I've never seen one gangster, not a one gangbanger. I've never seen the Boulder Bloods. I've never seen the Colorado Crips. But now all of a sudden, we got Boulder Bloods, we got Colorado Crips, we got fucking gay side gangsters. I'm trying to figure out where y'all came from. I'm just trying to figure out where did you all come from all of a sudden. But this kid Dalvin or whatever yesterday did like 12 hours on me. He dedicated a whole day. He did 8 hours. He changed his profile picture to Matt and I believe. So this dude changed his profile picture.
I ain't even see this.
I love it. I told Matt I look sexy. I think I got a little six-pack cracking. I got a little six-pack. Oh,
damn, my light went out.
Hey, so he did 8 hours, homie, dedicated to me. So, like,
that's a long time.
That's a long time. You did a lot of shit, dog. You did a lot of. You did thumbnails and profile pictures, and like you did a whole show on me, a whole day.
Yeah.
And your crimies did a whole day on me.
It was interesting. I jumped in and like I was just having a conversation. I was like, what's the beef, whatever, with JB? And Dalvin, when he jumped in, he was like, listen, it ain't no beef. He said, it's just that JB's a hater. That's what he just kept saying. He said it's simple. He said it's nothing. He said nothing. He's nothing more than that. He said Smitty. He said I don't listen to the whole show, but when you guys talk about Colorado or Matt's on there, he said I'll tune in. He said I'll listen to kind of hear what you guys say on that. He said, and every single time Colorado's brought up, JB is negative. He said Smitty. He said you've even said that on the show before. He said so that's what it is. He said he's disrespectful when it comes to Colorado, and and that's what Dalvin says. So I'm like, all right. I mean, that's that's your, and he said, listen, just like you guys have a right to give an opinion on the topic, he said we have a right to respond to what you guys say as well. I said, hey, I can't argue with that piece, with that part of it. You have a right to do what you want to do with your phone and your computer and your internet. But I did come in there and defend the JB because some other people jumped in and it was getting a little wild. I was like, listen, I hear y'all what y'all saying, but I said I have the privilege of like actually knowing JB obviously from a personal level. And I'm saying, listen, I know JB he's not PC, meaning that he's not going to say something like in the perfect way that it should sound like. But if you listen to the message, a lot of times his intentions are actually 90% of the time actually pure in terms of what he's trying to say. If you can get behind all the fucks and bitches and all the other stuff, then you can hear the actual message behind, which I'm good at, and again, I'm not saying these guys are not, because one thing they kept jumping in and saying is like, like Smitty, listen, we from the hood too. We not PC. Like we understand that lingo as well. Like it's certain things you say though that just disrespectful, and it is what it is. And I'm like, all right, listen. So that's where that side is coming from.
Before I left, I heard your conversation. Only word I ever heard out of their mouth was hate. That's the only thing they could say.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, you did an 8-hour show on me, and all you could say is hater. That's all I ever heard. Bailey was showing me throughout the day. Like, I'm doing a whole day of work myself doing other shit, and they're still on a show about me, and all they talked about was hater.
Right.
Like, see, here's the problem. First of all, you got some young black men who have dedicated a day to me and do a show. This is why I go around speaking to young black men and women, because I just have to ask a real fundamental question.
Yeah.
You didn't make any money doing that Spaces. You did 8 hours of it. You didn't make any money. You contributed to society zero. And you obviously don't have a job working. So I'm trying to figure out, what do you do on a daily basis besides swing from the nuts of another grown man who has actually made it? And when that man leaves and decides to go, what happens to you and your crimies and your crew? What ends up happening to you? You have nothing. Like, you've done nothing for yourself. You have created no legacy for yourself. You are literally doing other people's work for them, and you're not even making no money. Well, D Jones, I know if they made money because I have a bigger Twitter and I know what Spaces does. So I know for a fact they didn't make no money. So I'm trying to figure out, what are these cats doing? Because they're not contributing to nothing. They're not doing nothing. This guy has a fake Colorado profile picture as if he is a straight. You should see his crew. It's actually embarrassing, and I'm actually sad for him. But you spend 8 hours on one human being. I would be damned to do that for someone. I like, there's no way in the world I could dedicate a day. And listen, I was going to bring the cat on Friday with Matt and Jeff, because Jeff went in there too, and Jeff had a talk with. So like, it was a whole thing. I was going to bring him on and have a conversation, but then he kept coming out. They did. Then I get when they start another Spaces about. I'm like, what? So they did like 3 Spaces about me, and I'm like,
really? I didn't even know that. Damn.
No, they went on for 8 hours, homie. Like, no, I'm not exaggerating. Like, I wasn't fucking with you.
That's legit 8 hours. No, you know, usually like black people shit, like we like,
like
8, 9 hours.
8 hours. They did an 8-hour day. Yeah, they clocked in and then clocked out. Real deal.
Like no lunch break or nothing. No lunch break, just straight 7 to 3:30, 7 to 4.
Motherfucker did a 9 to 5 on me, homie. And I'm just trying. So I'm like, hold on. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, damn, you dedicated to another grown man. I'd be damned to give another grown man that much motherfucking clout and pay that much homage. And then I thought about it. I said, dog, it doesn't benefit me one bit to bring these little kids on. I said, they're little ass kids, little boys.
I actually know what's funny, JB, and I want to see if you agree. Of my initial little talk with them, I actually think like they're not like bad kids or nothing. They just are bad. Again, I'm calling them kids. I don't know how old they are. I think if they actually met you, like for real, and just spend like one day with you, I think they all will fuck with you. Just based upon my read of who they actually like, how they sound, the personalities. I think that they actually got to spend a day with JB. They'd be like, "Oh, this dude cool as hell." Now, you guys would just still disagree on the Dion stuff. That's fine, and that was my overall point. Like, listen, I'm not saying kiss JB ass. I don't kiss his ass. I said if you gotta listen to the show, we argue and disagree on this all the time. So like, I'm not on this side on this with a lot of time, but at the same time, we should be able to have disagreement and still be able to like, all right, cool, move on, and like not be a big issue.
You know, it's funny, like the motherfuckers they brought up, you do a show. That's all you do about Colorado. You do a show. They kept bringing it up that we talk about a show. I go, well, there's 3,500 shows every day on YouTube about Colorado and Prime. I said, first of all, number 2, we have a 3-hour show. So whatever content is in the news, we discuss it. That's what we do. It's a 3-hour show. You're doing a Spaces without your faces being shown, without the possibility or a guest coming on, only the average folks sitting there on Twitter. I said, but the irony of it all is you're talking about us talking about him, Deion Sanders in Colorado, which we do. And they're sitting there with Colorado profile pictures and Colorado everything and dedicated their whole lives to Colorado and don't even know Deion. That's their profile picture. But yet we dedicate our show to them? What? Make it make sense, man. I just was like, dog, you guys are really, it's not, to be honest, I'm just going to be honest, like, it sounded like the kids, and I'm not hating on them, the kids sounded like they were intelligent. They could speak. So, and by the way,
they made some points too. I think they made some points, a few points. I'm like, all right, I'm not like, I hear you. Like,
by the way, that the cat's out the bag though. Like, I know who one of them is now. And I'm not even gonna blast them out.
Okay.
I already know who one is, and it's all a bullshit scam. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a scam. I know who one is, homie. And I got too many cats that hit me up, and they're in their backyard. Y'all forget who I am.
Who are you?
Y'all forget who I am.
Remind us.
I'm the motherfucker. Like, I don't think you guys really get it, dog. I know who one of them are, and they directly tied in with Deion, homie. Come on. It's a scam. It's a joke. This is what they do. And Deion has that out there, and they're doing this social media stuff at an all-time cliff, and they're doing it high, at a high level. Both sons are controlling two different media organization groups. You got these other cats out there on social media who pushing the narrative for them. But at the end of the day, y'all went 4-8. It's not like you were 10-0 and talking shit. That's different. Let your nuts swing. But you aren't. You didn't go 4-8. I mean, you didn't win 10-0. You went 4-8. And it's not like you cats weren't out there yapping like you was winning. Like, that's the crazy part. So all I'm saying is we're going to keep talking about you every day. If there was some news today, we'd be talking about it right now on this show. So just throwing it out there. And if Miami put it out like this, we'd talk about Miami. And if UCLA did it, we talk about UCLA. Because everybody want to always bring up the fact that why don't talk about Miami? Why y'all don't talk about? Because I don't see shit on them. Do you?
I'm not. It's not on my timeline.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
the Colorado stuff is just easy because, like you said, it's just they're so popular. When they drop something that's unique, you're gonna see it everywhere. I'm not saying the Miami, University, Ohio State, other schools aren't doing anything. I know they're doing promotion, but you got to damn near conscious, like really go to their website or go to their Instagram and Twitter and specifically look for something to find. Where Colorado was like, you're gonna see something on the Shade Room, you're gonna see it on all the big third party, you know what I'm saying, website. Like, it's gonna be everywhere, viral clips everywhere, you know. So at the end of the day, this is the entertainment business. You got to talk about things that are popular and that people want to hear about.
But that's why. But that's my point. They don't care about nothing else but to come at me because they think I'm the hater. Y'all haven't discussed any of y'all own guys. You don't talk about Shedeur and Shiloh disrespecting, talking shit to other grown coaches, fans. You don't talk about none of that. You don't talk about the fact you went 4-8. You don't talk about the fact that you're all out there every single day in the news doing crazy shit other than football. You don't bring up none of that, homie. It is truly all about the culture and what y'all really think the culture is at Colorado. Period. That's all y'all talk about. You don't talk about no factual evidence. It's like a fucking irresponsible reporter. You motherfuckers haven't talked about the facts. All you do is worry about JB. And when I chimed into your spaces yesterday, come on, homie, all y'all little wee-wees got hard, and y'all thought it was goddamn, you thought I was Jesus arriving at that motherfucker. Stop. You motherfuckers stopped your whole day. And you would have had me on all day. But when I knew that and I found out you didn't even know who the fuck you're discussing and who you're defending, it's a dick riding. That's a definition of a dick rider, dog.
For clarity, just to jump in, Dalvin says he knows him. It was the other cats that don't know him.
Knows him. What does that mean? What do you think knows mean?
I don't know.
Do you know Deion?
Oh, I don't know him.
Yeah, you do. See what I'm saying? That's what y'all don't get, homie. Yes, you do.
They claim. I think they claim when I was in the chat, Dalvin like got his number allegedly.
There's a big difference. You know Nick Saban too. You know Deion. you know all these motherfuckers. Here's the cold part, Smitty. Did they know you? See, that's what I'm saying, homie. There's a big difference with my coaches. I used to do this with my coaches, my young assistants. By the way, I don't know Nick Saban.
Let's get Deion on the show next week, JB. Let's get Coach Prime on the show next week. Let's do it. Clear the air. Fuck it.
There ain't no air.
But I mean, it's clear whatever you want.
That's the problem. That's the problem, though. There's no air to clear. Me and Deion don't got no problem.
He said,
that's what I'm saying. I don't understand. See, I used to tell assistant coach all the time. I go, you know what? I don't know Saban. I don't know Pete Carroll, even though I do. They're like, my assistants are sitting there, and I go, but they know me. Y'all know Nick Saban. Y'all know Pete Carroll. He don't know you. When you are known by them is when you made it. When you're someone. When you need to get something done, they call you for classes, grades. Pete, Nick, Sark, whoever. JB, I need this whoopie whoop. When that starts to happen, then you made it. Like, let's just keep it real. But we all know someone. But if they don't know you, homie, you ain't made it yet.
Baby, you my homie, but this is the realest show. So when I see certain things, I gotta do it. Listen, people in our chat who we fuck with, your player Trail, it's your guy, my guy now, but it's your guy. The main dude, Dalvin, of the Spaces knows Coach Prime, and Coach Prime knows him well. D Jones, another cat, D Jones. Coach Prime has mentioned Dalvin in his videos. So I'm just listening. I don't know. I'm just throwing information that I'm seeing from people that we fuck with in our show.
What I just say a couple minutes ago?
Which part? You said a lot of stuff. Latrell, we all know somebody, but they know you.
Latrell, how do you know, motherfucker? Do you know either one of them? How do you know D. Jones? See, y'all just keep saying this shit. Y'all defend Deion Sanders.
But to that same argument, though, JB, to that same argument, how would you or I know who Prime knows, though?
Hold on, no. What I just say 5 minutes ago, though. See, I've already said this. See, y'all kept talking that shit, homie. Did I not just say 5 minutes ago, Bailey, that the cat's out the bag?
Well, yeah, you did say that.
Okay, so if I just said that, what I just say, in the whole context, what did I say about that? To absolutely shut down Latrell and D. Jones' argument.
You know some shit where you said you don't want to call this cat out basically right now, but basically this guy, you know some more shit that's going on behind the scenes of how he's connected to Colorado and Deion, whatever. Saying you gonna keep it at that. You ain't really give too much, but you know look at your face. Look at your face right now. Look at your face. JB knows something, y'all, that he's not telling us. It sounds like he thinks it's a scam or something like that, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Let's move. But listen, this is the last time we're talking about these young kids.
Like ever.
I'm not gonna bring them on. I don't need to bring them on. They don't do anything for me. Listen, that's the thing. I used to tell these young cats all the time. It's almost like a kid on another team trying to come over and talk to a coach and talk shit. I don't talk to other little kids. I don't fucking deal with little kids. It is what it is. They literally need this for themselves and do whatever they want to do. Good luck.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, good luck. But like, it's a cult-like following that he has going on over there. I'm just telling you.
That's powerful. That's powerful, yeah. JB.
Not in a good way either.